Good morning, dear students of class 8. Welcome to the English online learning class. Today we are going to take up question answers of the lesson. This is Jody's Fawn. So let us see the first question. What had happened to Jody's father? The answer: Jody's father had been bitten by a rattlesnake. Question 2. How did the dough save Penny's life? Answer: the dough's liver and heart were used to draw out the poison from the penny. Question 3. Why does Jody want to bring the fawn home? Answer: Jody wanted to bring the fawn home because he felt they had killed the doe for their purpose and the fawn had been orphaned for no fault of its own. He kept thinking about the hungry and scared fawn. He felt it was their responsibility to take care of the fawn or else it would starve to death. Question 4. How does Jody's fawn know that the fawn is a male? Answer: Jody knew that the fawn was a male because the spots on its body were all in a line. His father, Penny, had told him that on the body of the doe fawns the spots are in different directions. Now, some other questions. Jody didn't want Melville with him for two reasons. What were they? Answer: Jody did not want Melville with him for two reasons. One reason was that if the fawn was dead or could not be found, he did not want him to see his disappointment. The second reason was that if they found the fawn, then the meeting would be so lovely and secret that he could not endure to share it. Now, the next question. Why was Melville afraid to leave Jody alone? Answer: Melville did not want to leave Jody alone as he was afraid that Jody could lose his way or could get bitten by a snake. How did Jody bring the fawn back home? Answer: Jody did not want to scare the fawn away. That is why he first stroked its neck slowly and then put his arms around it. Then he picked it up and carried it through the thick bushes. He tried to shield its face from the sharp vines. He stopped to rest on his way home. On walking a little, he saw the fawn following him. After this, he could either carry the fawn or put it down so that it could follow him by itself. When they reached home, he refused to climb the stairs. He then picked it up and took it inside the house. Another question. Jody was filled with emotion after he found the fawn. Can you find at least 3 words or phrases which show how he felt? Answer: Jody was filled with emotion after he found the fawn. When he stroked its neck, the touch made him delirious. When he realized that it was his fawn now, he was light-headed with joy. When he finally brought the fawn into the house, Penny thought that the boy's eyes were as bright as the fawn's. Now let's see the next question. How did the deer drink milk from the goat? The deer drank the milk from Jody's hand. When Jody gave milk to the fawn in a gourd, it butted it suddenly. Smelling the milk and not knowing what to do with the milk in the gourd, it was then that Jody dipped his fingers in the milk and pushed them into the fawn's soft wet mouth so that it could drink the milk. Next question. Why didn't the fawn follow Jody up the steps as he had thought it would? The deer is a wild animal. It is used to life in the forest. When the fawn reached Jody's home, it did not follow Jody up the steps because of the strangeness of the house and the steps and everything. This is similar to its reaction to the milk in the gourd. It simply did not know what to do. Why did Penny Baxter allow Jody to find the fawn and raise it? Penny allowed Jody to find the fawn and raise it because it seemed ungrateful to him to leave the fawn to starve. He agreed with Jody that they had killed the doe for their purpose, and the fawn was orphaned for no fault of its own. They could not let the fawn starve. They felt a responsibility towards it. Why did Penny Baxter allow Jody to find the fawn and raise it? We have already discussed this question. And next question, why did Doc Wilson mean when he said nothing in the world ever comes quite free? Penny had killed the doe to save his life. Therefore, in regard for what the doe had done, its fawn needed to be taken care of and saved from starvation. This was what Doc Wilson meant when he said that nothing in the world came for free. How did Jody look after the fawn after he accepted the responsibility for doing this? After Jody accepted the responsibility for looking after the fawn, he cared for it like its own mother would. While taking it home, he shielded its face from the sharp vines. He carried it in his arms even though he was tired. On reaching home, he gave the milk that was meant for him. When he saw the fawn did not drink the milk kept in the gourd, he fed it with his own hands. Hence, one can say that Jody carried out his responsibility. He carried out his responsibility quite well. Now, next question. How does Jody's mother react when she hears that he is going to bring the fawn home? Why does she react in this way? When Jody's mother heard that he was going to bring the fawn home, she was little surprised and asked Jody what he was talking about. He then told her it was the fawn whose mother they had killed to save Penny. She said they had nothing else to feed it and only the milk which they gave him could be given to it. She reacted this way because she was not present at the site where Penny had been bitten, where they had killed the doe. She had not seen the fawn and therefore she was not concerned as Penny and Jody was. So we have discussed the questions and the value points of the answers. You're supposed to write them in your English notebooks. Thank you. Have a nice day. Take